everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashmita and I hope you all are doing well. And yes, this is the Q&A video. I'm actually recording this like before my birthday so I can post it on my birthday. So yeah, you guys, thank you for sending in your questions. And this is, this Q&A is like a big thank you to all of you for helping me reach the milestone of 100k subscribers. So a big shout out to all of you guys because you chose to click the subscribe button and watch my videos, watch my reactions, reviews, like them, not like them, share your constructive criticism, share your share your feedback, share your love, share your hatred, whatever. It's everything. It's everything. The world is made up of everything, the good things as well as the bad things. Though I would say most of the part of the journey has been good. So I will be taking up your questions. I hope I'm able to take up all the questions because if there are repeated questions, of course, I'll club them as a single one, but obvious. So once again, thank you so much for sending in your questions. And yes, let's not delay this any further. Let's begin this Q&A. So the first one is, when are you celebrating it by making a detailed Kerala trip happen? I hope it happens soon. So thank you for sending me this question. I love visiting Kerala whenever I have visited Kerala. I've been there 4 times, for my holidays and stuff like that, to chill. And there's so much still left to explore. But when am I going to be there? I don't know. Honestly, I cannot give you a timeline. Like it's the same as if, people keep asking me, when are you going to post this reaction? I don't know. Whenever I shoot it and edit it, then only I will be able to post. So yeah, whenever I can make time with my family and then, book the tickets and then make it happen, then I will definitely let you guys know for sure. Okay, the next question is, tell us about your BTech days. You achieved what you dreamt? Question mark. The vibes, back papers. I don't have any back papers. I passed with should I say? Should I let you know my CGPA? Huh? Okay. Internships, placements, and what do you have to say to BTech student like me at the same time? So you are also a BTech student, okay? This is a question by MKMK. So yes, thank you so much for sending in this question. All right, my BTech days were probably one of the best times that I had spent. And honestly, engineering was something that was not really part of my plan, but it's I don't know if I should say fortunately or unfortunately, but it is something that was very obvious career path for me at that point of time because see, I'm the only child in my family. So for me, it was very critical that I do well in my education, I get a good job, and I basically become financially stable and independent so that my family doesn't have to worry about me. So I think that was the primary motivation to pick engineering, to pick firstly after 10th to pick science as a stream and then to go for engineering. I had thought of BSc, but then BTech made more sense in terms of job opportunity perspective, to be very honest. So one thing I was very clear that I want to be a little away from home while I'm doing my engineering because I wanted to have that full hostel experience. And fortunately, very, very fortunately, I got admission in Manipal Institute of Technology. And it has been one of the best experiences of my life because believe it or not, I feel that Manipal is very, very diverse in terms of its students. And I have made such amazing friends. I mean, Manipal gave me my husband, so yeah. But we never dated in college. Let me make that very clear. It's not college love. We started dating way later. So that's a whole different story. But yes, I found 2 amazing, very, very close friends who were my roommates, and we still chit chat. Of course, we are not in the same location anymore. But yes, I made amazing memories there, and I never got any back. I was a good student. So yeah, my CGPA, maybe I should really, how does it even matter? So my CGPA was, now I don't remember. See, it's so insignificant that I don't remember the exact CGPA. I think it's somewhere around 8.5 something. 8.5 something. I don't remember exactly, but that's my CGPA. That was my CGPA after I finished my engineering and I got my degree. So placements, I did not really sit for my placements there because I wanted to finish my studies at one go. So after I finished my engineering, I immediately did my management course, and that's what I'd already thought before. Like that is something that was completely planned from my end, that I want to finish my studies at one go, because I am a kind of person, if I start doing one thing, then I'll probably, like I knew that if I start earning, I will not go back to studies. A lot of people do that, and I really respect them, because it's very, very difficult that, okay, suddenly, your earning stops and you're again going back to the college and you're studying. So that's something I knew I won't be able to do it, or it'll be very difficult for me to cope. So I, just went ahead, finished my studies, finished my, graduation and post-graduation, and then I did my job. After MBA also, I applied on my own because I had certain industries in my mind, and retail happened to be one of them. That's how I actually ended up in retail, though I started with food and beverages format, but F&B was not really my cup of tea. If it was retail, I was already inclined towards like apparels or accessories or luxury retail basically, and that's what I ended up doing eventually as part of my corporate journey. To answer your next part of the question, did I achieve my dream? For me, I feel that, and this is just my perspective, is that I feel that dreams should keep changing and evolving. You should not have just one goal. I think you should have multiple goals in life, which covers a lot of aspects of your life, like your personal happiness, your material status, financial goal, goals with experiences, travel goals, this and that. So I think overall, my dreams, I'm still achieving my dreams, and I think till the time I'm on, surviving on this planet, I will always strive to achieve my dreams, and my dreams will keep changing. To answer the last part of your question, what advice I should give to a BTech student? Honestly, I don't know if I'm good at giving advice, but one thing I definitely want to say is that engineering as a stream, a lot of people say that, we engineers, there are a lot of memes that are made on engineers and MBAs and all of that. And even if engineering is not the end goal for some people, that, okay, yeah, like for me, it was, a secure job, having a secure job, a secure financial future. That was my goal from engineering. But what it really gave me is the ability to think analytically. And I think analytical thinking is something that engineering gives you. I think if you feel that, oh, there are so many BTech in our country and all, which is a truth, which is true. But I feel you should look at it as an individual thing, like what personal growth is happening inside you as a person, not the bookish growth and the knowledge. Knowledge is something that you'll gain, you'll study, and you'll get your marks and all of that, you'll get your job. But I think as a person, I realized this after I did my MBA and after I started doing my job. I think the way I used to think and approach things while on my job, that's when I realized how much of those things I learned from my engineering and from my MBA, but most of it from my engineering. That was really a lovely question. Thank you so much for asking that question. And now we're going to move on to the next one. So Arjun asks, what's most important for a movie according to you? Are you interested in acting? Would love to see you in a Karika video. I would also love to see myself in a Correct video. Which is the most disappointed Malayalam movie you watched? And congrats for 100K. Thank you so much, Arjun. So the first, to answer your first question, what's the most important for a movie according to you? For me, it's the story. It's the story. If I don't like the story, then I just don't like the movie. I need to really like the story. It needs to be interesting for me. Could be any kind of story: horror, romance, thriller, crime. And after that, it's the director's vision or the way the director portrays that story. I think for me, those are the two most important things, because I really give story and the director the most importance, because if those things are done correctly, I think the other things will eventually fall into place. The second part, are you interested in acting? I would love to see you in a Karika video. I don't know about acting specifically, but I'm definitely interested in performing, because if you've ever run into my friends or me, so basically I love performing on stage, and that's something that I've done, since I can remember, since childhood, since I think I was in nursery. I so vividly, this memory of mine, the first time I went into stage, I froze. It was like a fancy dress competition, and I froze. I still remember it so clearly. It was in my colony's community hall, and I froze and I cried the entire day, in my grandma's arms. And I was so confident before going to stage. I practiced so much, and then on stage I froze. And from that time, that memory is so vivid. There are certain childhood memories that are just plastered in your head. And I remember thinking to myself that I will never be scared of the stage anymore. And after that, though, it's like I have been mostly dancing, though I have performed in plays and stuff like that, but it has been mostly dancing for me. So I was very sad that I lost that hobby in between because of job and everything, but I regained back that hobby because now I post little dance covers. So in dancing also, I feel you need to, if you really want people to enjoy your dance, you need to express, like you need to show your expressions and feel the emotion of the song. So that is also in a way acting, but I don't know. So you can say I'm interested in performing. Would love to see you in a curriculum. I would also love to see myself in a curriculum, even if I'm just one extra standing beside. If I'm just on the frame with the curriculum team, I am happy. Manifesting. But if I have to really be in a curriculum video properly, then I'll have to learn Malayalam. Okay, someone teach me then. Third part of the question, which is the most disappointing Malayalam movie you watched? I think right now, which is immediately coming in my mind, is Irul. I was so disappointed after watching this. I think it's because I had such high expectation. Fahad was there, Sobin was there. So yeah, I remember being extremely disappointed after watching it. So I think I would say Irul. Okay, next, Abhijit K has written a huge paragraph, and thank you so much for taking out the time to write it. So I'm going to read it out for sure. I've been a subscriber of yours since 1K and seen the growth of this channel as well as the mental changes you had from the start to now. Thank you so much for subscribing from that point of time, because I feel my older videos are awful. I've seen your growth as a content creator and the changes in the presentation and self-confidence you've been through. Thank you so much. Had watched almost every video of yours. I think your aura, gracefulness, hard work, unbiased, open-minded opinions you make about the movies and the videos you make. Like, you are being too kind. What makes you stand out from the rest of the reaction channels? You are being too kind, way too kind, Abhijit, really. Another thing I want to mention is the support you're getting from Kerala. You have earned it. Thank you so much. I think it's only because of you guys that my early viewership, and I'm never going to deny it, my early viewership came from Kerala, and I'll always be thankful for that. I will always be thankful for that. Like, I am going to be very proud to admit it that yes, my first viewership was from Kerala. These guys supported me in the initial stages of my channel, all the viewers from there. So yeah, thank you guys, thank you. Wish you the very best on your next milestone. Thank you, love from Kerala. Hamesha hame khush rakhna by creating more Malayalam movie reactions, of course, so that यहाँ के movies को थोड़ा और ज़्यादा exposure और recognition मिले और ज़्यादा लोग देखें. I feel बहुत लोग already देखते हैं. Malayalam movies have created their own niche and mark, and I really have to thank the OTT platform for this, because yeah, 2020, I see, it was always, I mean, the content was, I think, always there, always good. It's just that a lot of us were sleeping on it, and now we are not. Little things you do might make a big impact in reaching more audiences across India. Okay, this was written in Holi. Yes, hope you had a good Holi. So now the question time. What all things you learned about Malayalam film industry, and what makes Malayalam movies special in your opinion? For me, it is the variety of the content, and it's the treatment that every director has their own vision to treat a certain topic. And I have said this, I don't know in which live stream I said that, in particularly for Malayalam cinema, you would see the simplest of topics taken and made a movie around it. People make a movie around it, and it's just so beautiful. I think how rooted it is to the land of Kerala. That's why I feel, yeah, maybe sometimes I don't connect with the films personally, but I feel that the way the movies are made and how rooted they are to the culture, I feel that's one of the biggest plus points I find from Malayalam cinema. And so that is one thing that I learned from the industry, is that you really don't need a big, solid, huge budget to make a masterpiece of a film. You just need the sheer willpower to do a good story and tell the story from your heart. That's why, when previously the question was asked, what is the most important for you in the film? It's the story. And that is what is really given importance, specifically in the Malayalam cinema that I have seen, is that the story is the biggest priority there. The message needs to come across fully, and the rest of it will fall into its place. So yes, that's the best part. That's the biggest thing that I learned from the Malayalam industry. Okay, Hari Prasad asks question: do you watch the video to be reacted on before recording the video and prepare, or do you watch it, or do you do it spontaneously? Why have a reaction channel then if you're not going to do it spontaneously? Why have a reaction channel? And I mean, doesn't make sense, right? Otherwise, this channel would have been called I Just Review. I just review things, you know. I just review whatever the hell I want. That would have been a nice name for a channel. See, if I watch a video, then I will share a review. I will not do a reaction. And if I do a reaction, then it is always going to be spontaneous. There is no other way that I would rather do it. I mean, I left my stable job to actually venture out on this. I am not going to screw this up. I mean, for sure. And, you know, I don't know which direction I might take this channel to, because I feel that if I'm really, really thinking of making this, now I'm, of course, thinking of making this like a full-time thing. And, you know, reactions don't earn you revenue. To be very honest, music video reactions, even trailers get copyrighted if they have songs in it. So, and which is rightfully so, because you are using somebody, like you're watching somebody else's content. But the thoughts that I'm presenting, those are my original thoughts. So I don't know if in future it's going to be more of a review format, or like for music videos, of course, it's going to be reaction for songs and all of that. I don't know about the trailers, where I'm still in two minds about that. That if I should be, you know, making this, you know, doing for whatever movie content is there, maybe it should, you know, switch to a full review format or not. I'm still in two minds for that. So yes, the reactions are always spontaneous. The reviews are, of course, you know, prepared, like movie reviews and all. For those I write my notes properly, and then I articulate my thoughts, and then I record my video. Okay, Chirant Krishna Kumar asks, love your work, fam. Thank you so much. Your smile is infectious. Thank you so much. Just a question out of the box: if you were granted the opportunity to take 5 things, material or people, with you to survive on a deserted island for 1 week, who or what they would be? Wow, that's a very nice question, I would say. First, I will take my husband, you know, because he's very smart. He's very practical. He has good survival instinct. So even if I fail, he won't fail for sure. Plus, you need someone to talk to, in a deserted island. I mean, you gave me the option of people, so I'm definitely taking my husband with me. Then, of course, I would take a sharp object. I would probably take a kitchen knife with me, like the big kitchen knife that I have. I'll probably take that. You need sharp objects for survival. And probably, you know, for self-defense. Third thing I would take is a very good torch and batteries along with it. Or does it count as one thing or 2 things? Like torch plus battery? Because for nighttime, if I have to explore something in nighttime, then I need a good torch. I'm going to count them as one thing, torch plus batteries. Because it's for 1 week only, you said. So I think I'll take, at least it'll last me a week. Fourth thing that I will take is a camping gear, the tent thing. Because since it's a deserted island, I don't know how the conditions are going to be for a week. So I don't know if it's going to rain or whatnot. So at least I need to have a roof over my head. So definitely camping gear. So for the 5th thing, I don't know if phone or power bank would be allowed, because if somebody is leaving me for a week on a deserted island, they would want me to not have a phone. So I would need things for survival, because somebody after 1 week will come and, you know, receive me. So maybe not phone, then maybe not phone. I would... Okay, I would take a hand mug with me to, you know, for emergencies. You never know where the hand mug will be useful. So yeah, I would definitely take a hand mug with me. Okay, Tengzaiti asks, immense congratulations for 100K. Thank you so much. Question: are you happy with your life or any problem you're facing in your life lately? Hope you picked my question. Best of luck for your future. I try to be happy every day, but everybody's life is not hunky-dory. We all have our problems. But at least as of late, I don't have really any problems with my life. I'm pretty chill. Everything is going smoothly, touch wood. Everything is going fine. just the small day-to-day problems, those are, I mean, those are there with everybody's life, I feel. But yeah, I'm very happy. Who inspired or influenced you for making reaction and review videos? When is the reaction of second part of Insan? Second part has already been done. Yes, because this was posted 3 weeks back. All right. So who influenced me? So there are two channels. There are two channels who really influenced me. One channel is called The Real Rejects. And the second channel is Hyper RPG. Now these are the two channels who react and review a lot of superhero content, and I used to watch them regularly, and I still watch them for Marvel, DC stuff, and anything which is related to superhero genre. So from there, in from Real Rejects, I found out Jabby's channel, and then eventually OSR came into picture. So I'm a huge fan of both of their channels. Like, I really like Jabby's channel. I really like Rick and Corbin's channel also, Stupid Reactions. So I think initially if somebody really inspired me, it was these two superhero channels, and then of course Jabby and OSR. I thought that specifically with OSR, I feel that the way they view movies, I really liked it. I really enjoyed watching their videos. Now I of course do not get, my god, I think to myself how much I used to watch reaction channels, and now I don't watch them at all because I don't get the time. I don't get the time because I am recording my own videos, and I'm shooting and recording and editing my own videos, so I don't really have the time sometimes to watch even my own videos after publishing, that okay, if everything is fine or not, and yeah, any changes, any mistakes that I made, or if the edit was not good enough, or whatever it is, if the sound was okay. So yeah, you can say these are the 4 channels. Acoustic Ash Official asks question: what are your future plans on this channel? Means will you change your content or just take it the same? So yeah, I was saying, discussing this previously with that one question where they asked, do you watch it before or not? So I don't know. I have been thinking to make the direction of the channel change into more of a review format. I'm still thinking about it. That not for music videos. I think for music videos it doesn't. Though I've seen a lot of people do music, song reviews. They don't react to the song because of the copyright, but they do song reviews. And I'm still in two minds about that. That if I should really change the format into review, or I should just keep react and review. Though of course I'll not stop the reactions. Also what I want is are more collaborations and more live streams, which I've never done a live stream on this channel, but I do live stream with so many other YouTubers. I collaborate with them, so I would like to bring more other content creators on my channel for more collaborations. I am also looking at couple of maybe interviews, bringing in people of prominence on the channel, and talking to them, because when you're talking to a particular artist or a musician or a director or an actor, you get a lot of insight. You get a lot of insight on the filmmaking process. So it's enriching for me also, and I feel it's going to be enriching for viewers as well. So yeah, this is the direction that currently I am contemplating that I will take. Anuj Manier, congratulations on 100K. Thank you. Question: what's your plan for reacting to female DHH artists like Raja Kumari, Mrunal Shankar? Yes, I should, right? Actually, thank you for reminding me from this question. I'll take a note. And really, there is no plan as such. I just look into the comments. See, for me, it's a two-way thing. That first, I have to look into the comments that what most of the audiences want. There would be 1 or 2 videos which I feel that, yeah, series or a movie that I should recommend. If you see, the viewership on those videos will not be much, probably. But then I also think, no, I should put out this video because I feel it is important. At least, agar, lakh mein se 100 bhi dekh rahe, 1000 bhi dekh rahe, it's fine. At least 1000 ne to dekha. So I feel it in that way. So yeah, thank you for reminding me that yes, I should be exploring the female DHH artists as well, because we need that representation. But yes, at the moment, I think so many things get released. Like trailers are releasing non-stop, songs are releasing non-stop. So it becomes very difficult for me to cover everything. But I think eventually though I will do it. Ajit Mohanan asked question, when can we see your reaction videos of songs by Agam the band? Agam, which one? Please let me know which song you want me to react to by Agam, because whatever Agam songs I have reacted to, I have loved them. I've absolutely loved them. But like I said before, I really look into the comments and then I decide that okay, now this is the most commented one. I should react to this. This is what the viewers want. So please let me know whatever songs from Agam you want me to react to next. Sarcasm student says, I have been your subscriber since Kumbalangi Nice Review. Oh man, the audio of that video was awful. But thank you so much. It's been a wonderful journey. Keep going, Chechi. My question is, how did you first recognize Malayalam movies and which is your favorite Malayalam song? Asking about favorite Malayalam movie would be hard to answer. It will be. It's very difficult. But to answer the first part of your question, how did you first recognize Malayalam movies? I think it has to do with OTT. Forensic had a release, a Netflix release, and I had just started my channel. So I think the first review I gave was of Gulabo Sitabo, and then Forensic had released, and I was like, okay, because I knew about this movie. And I wanted to watch it. Because I remember, reading about this movie somewhere and I wanted to watch it, and then it released on Netflix and I watched it and I reviewed it. And from there, I kept getting like comments on that film that, oh, you should watch, this movie, that movie. Immediately, couple of days later, Sufiyam Sujata released, and that was the first, like it was, sort of projected as the first OTT Malayalam big release. I reviewed that also. And then, of course, all the big OTT releases kept happening. Then slowly, I kept getting suggestions that, oh, you should watch this movie, then you should watch Kumbalangi Nice, please watch Trance. And then I just fell into the rabbit hole. So that's how I discovered sort of, the variety, the range that Malayalam cinema had to offer. Favorite Malayalam song, I have a lot of favorites, but I think my most favorite currently, if just with my current state of mind, I would say Thirame from Malik, that's one song, and Uyire from Minnal Murli. I think I have overexploited my Spotify listening to Uyire. Beautiful song. So Thirame and Uyire are right now at this moment my most played Malayalam song. Okay, Jishnu TP asks, what's your opinion about Mumbai and Delhi with all categories like lifestyle, food, culture, people's character, and special love from Kerala. Thank you. So too soon to judge for Delhi, I would say, though I did my schooling in Delhi, like from 1st standard to 6th standard I was in Delhi, but I think that memory of Delhi is very different from what I'm experiencing right now. But I have spent most of my life in Mumbai. So I think lifestyle wise, I think Delhi, here people are more chill. In Mumbai, people are always busy. It's like work has to get done. There's no time. People are always busy. So, and here I feel that people are busy, but they're also more chill. Like they want to take a step back and they're like, no. Now I want to relax and enjoy. I think that's the biggest difference that I found between the lifestyle here in Mumbai and Delhi. Food-wise, I feel Delhi has huge variety to offer. Like you can't beat Kolkata in food. Let me be very honest. Whenever I visit Kolkata, I think I gain at least 3 kilos and then come back because I eat so much. But because there's a question about Mumbai food and Delhi food, I think Delhi food-wise, variety-wise, it's just rich. I mean, chaat, sweets, just the parathas that you get over here, you cannot even get those. You can't get those parathas anywhere. Like the parathas that you get over here, it's just. And then they put that big block of butter on top of it. It's heaven. The jalebis that you get over here, it's awesome. The food-wise, I feel Delhi is leaps and bounds ahead of Mumbai. Okay, Devika says, hey Ashmita, I've been watching your videos since 7K and yeah, so happy that you've completed 100K. Thank you so much. When will you come to Kerala? I don't know. Like I said, that was like the first question. So whenever I book my tickets, I guess, I'll surely come and meet you. Yes, of course. A long way to go, Ash. And in this Q&A, please do tell about your family and do share your wedding photos. I don't know where my wedding photos are. I think it's on another laptop. Oh my, and those are very embarrassing photos. Listen, I embarrass myself enough sometimes on my videos. I don't want to embarrass myself even more. But I'll definitely tell you about my family. And so I'm the only daughter. My mom and dad, they are in Kolkata. with my nanny. Here in Delhi, I live with my husband, and I have a brother-in-law, sister-in-law. I have a beautiful niece, and my parents-in-law are also here in Delhi with us. Okay, Shami has a question for me, and I just want to let you know he is one of my OG viewers on this channel. So thank you for sticking with this channel for so long. What were your expectations when you first started the channel, and have you thought you'd reach 100K or more? I think 100K was a very far-fetched dream when I started the channel, because I really started it as a pilot thing. I was like, because COVID happened, I had the gift of time with me. And I thought, okay, let me just start this, because I had always wanted to do this, but I couldn't because my job was very demanding in terms of travel. Never had the time. So with lockdown, I had the time. I was like, okay, let's do this pilot thing. And I gave myself like a timeline that, say in 2 months, if I don't get these many subscribers, I'm just going to be like, let the channel be, but yeah, that's just going to be like a side project thing. But then it started picking up. And I think my goal of 100K came in my mind when I reached 50K. I was like, okay, you know what, this is possible. So my expectation when I started the channel was actually nothing. I just wanted to do it because I wanted to do it. That was the only thing, that I wanted to do something that I really desired. I really enjoyed. Apart from job to everybody does, and we are all doing, and corporate mein we are all struggling and slogging our asses off. So it's like, this is, now that I have the time, I can do this. I have the time, and let me just try it. I mean, if I just keep thinking about it and never do it, I'll never know if it works or not. So that was my mind frame when I started the channel. And I think the 100K mind frame came in when I reached 50K, and I was like, oh, if I can reach 50, I can definitely reach 100. ASR writes, hi Ashmita, I might be a little late to the party. Congrats on your achievement. Do you have any special talents besides making our heart smile? Smooth, huh? ARS, that was smooth. A special talent, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think talent in the sense, I would say I can pick up dance moves. I have never learned dancing professionally, but I have always danced since like I was a kid. So you can say that is a special talent, that if with good practice I can pick up dance moves quickly. Next, I'm guessing it's a he or she, I'm sorry. Between Darshana, Maya and Nitya, which character did you resonate with the most? Wow, good question. I would say in terms of resonating with the character, I feel maybe Darshana, because she's a little impulsive, and more than that, she wears her heart on her sleeve. So that way, I think I relate to Darshana the most. Next, he asks if rhythm took you back to your college days. What do you cherish or miss the most, romance or friendships? I think friendships for sure, hands down. Even romance, I mean, it has to be a combination of both. Both have their own special place in my heart. Will you be vlogging on Delhi? I think, thank you for this question. And the previous question that was asked, that where do you think you are taking the direction that you're going to take your channel to? I want to include vlogging also. I'm not good at it. I have done a couple of vlogs, but yes, I definitely want to explore this vlogging aspect also for my channel. Ashwin asks, how long does it take to edit a single video? If it's a reaction video, doesn't take much time, depending on the length of the video, because I have like album listening videos, takes me about an hour or so to edit, hour and a half, because I have to really go through the entire video and see like where the cuts have to be made. Review videos take a lot of time, because when I speak, I fumble, then I have to speak again. So recording and then editing it. Editing now I've gotten really fast, at least, but I still feel that initially I used to take almost 2 hours to edit, because I didn't know how to use the software. So now I've gotten a little fast, so I can, depending on the length of the video, an hour to hour and a half to edit and then write, upload, make the thumbnail. So the whole thing I'm talking about. Yeah. Which editing software I use? I used to use iMovie. Now I'm using Final Cut Pro. What's the secret behind your splendid energy? I think I'm just enjoying what I'm doing right now. Sometimes it gets a little bit overwhelming, where you're bombarded with requests. When are you doing this reaction? When are you reacting to this? When are you reacting to this? Initially, I was feeling really pressured. And then I had to remind myself, no, Ashmita, remember why you actually started this channel and left your job. It's because you wanted to enjoy the process and not feel pressured and, like have deadlines. Because in my job, like I was in, retail operations and, sales. So I was in constant pressure to deliver my targets, like targets. I couldn't even enjoy one single day that I can enjoy with my staff and my team that, yes, well done guys, we have achieved so and so month's targets and yeah, we're going to get our incentive. No, from the next day onwards, yeah, now the new month is there, new targets. So I was constantly under pressure, and in between I started getting this thing that, oh my god, so many requests, if I don't fulfill these requests, people are going to get disappointed, this and so many things that were going in my mind, because I am honestly a workaholic. So I think I felt my energy dwindling down a little, and it felt like a chore to me in between. Then I really took a step back and I had to remind myself, no, if this is also going to feel like a job, then what's the point? And then it's better to go to your older job where you're at least getting a fixed salary and much more than what you are getting right now from YouTube. I mean, yeah, so just don't take that pressure and enjoy. So I feel when I made this thing clear in my head, that's, I think, then yeah, I could retain my energy. Otherwise I would have, completely burnt out. Anu says, want to hear a Malayalam song from you. Baba, I can't sing. Okay, Stan Hack says, a question like, when you react to those songs which give you copyright claim, but still you upload it without even earning anything from that. Is that true? Or you have some sort of deal with the artist? Well, I think you can have a deal with the artist where you say that, okay, can I get permission to react to your song, and can you not put a copyright claim? That is one way to do it, but then you need to know the artist for that. But every song will have 99% of the song will have copyright claims. I don't earn anything from my music video reaction, anything. It goes to rightfully to the actual owner or the actual artist. Even for movie trailers, sometimes a lot of movie trailers have the songs. So for that, again, you get a copyright claim. You can't even, there's so many trailer reactions from which I don't earn anything. It goes directly to the owner. That is why I've been thinking if I should, because I've seen so many YouTubers do reviews then reactions, and yeah, they are also, I mean, for that you don't get a copyright claim because it's your own opinion and your thoughts that you're giving. So yeah, so it's true that you get copyright claims. कोई भी यूट्यूबर अगर म्यूजिक वीडियो पे रिएक्ट कर रहा है वो उससे अर्न नहीं कर रहा है. That's a 100-200% truth. You are getting a copyright claim on that, unless and until you are really requesting the artist ki, please, I'm going to use your song, please don't give me a copyright claim, and please give me a written permission or whatever. Like, you need to have that permission. But uske liye aapko artist ko approach karke unse baat karni padegi, which I to have never done. Akhil Dev asks, when are you coming to Kerala? Really looking forward to your traveling vlog in Kerala. You are a celebrity. I am not a celebrity, Baba. Please, yaar, don't say all of these things. I'm just one insignificant YouTuber, I feel. So I don't know when I'm coming to Kerala. I've answered that before, and yes, I will definitely vlog whenever I'm visiting. Like, literally from Delhi airport till Trivandrum airport till everything I'm gonna vlog. So let's see, whenever that happens, you will know it. Anijit M asks, what was your feeling after seeing 100k subscribers? Oh, I don't think I felt that happy also जब मुझे promotion मिलता था. This was a different feeling. Because firstly, it seemed like a very far-fetched dream, but the fact that it became a reality, firstly though, it felt really very unreal. Ki, oh my god, this has really happened. So I couldn't believe it first, but then it felt like a great achievement. At least for me, it was a huge achievement for me. Yeah, so all positive feelings. Krish Beats asks, what was your parents' reaction on 100k and your first YT payment? My first YT payment was like peanuts. But I actually, when the credit came in, I sent that message, wo jo credit aata na, your account has been credited. I sent, okay, see, it's not much, it's literally peanuts. I mean, looks like pocket money, but it's still, it's a revenue that I generated sitting at home and doing something that I wanted to do. So I'm feeling very, very proud. So that time my dad replied that, I hope there are many more zeros added uske piche. So yeah, so he was happy. I think it was a bittersweet feeling because it's never easy for regular people like you and me to leave a stable job. I mean, I could sense that there was a little tension that okay, आप तुम्हारी सैलरी रुक जाएगी, घर मीन 2 जन कमा रहे हैं and suddenly एक जन बिल्कुल नहीं कमा रहा है, so your savings are gonna get hit. There's going to be like you're not gonna save as much. Your financial kitty थोड़ा सा तो उसमें reduction आएगा. But I have to really thank my husband that he's like करो बाबा, we'll see. अगर कुछ नहीं होता है तो चलिए, you are not incompetent. You can always go back to your job. But if you really want to do this, do it. So I think more than me taking a risk, it was him who took the risk, that in putting that trust that okay, just do whatever you want to do. We'll figure out, we'll do this calculation, and this is how our budgeting will be, and we'll be fine. So in the comments, I want to see you guys appreciating my husband, that yes.